and welcome everyone back to another episode of the comemerepodcast. I am Q and this is
Snuggles.
So today we got a couple topics we want to speak on, but before we do all that, just make sure you guys go online and get your Comemere apparel. The link will be down below in the description, and you will also see it come across the screen. So, beginning of the day, we realized that Bernie Sanders have dropped from the race. It was him and Joe Biden that was going head to head for the Democratic nominees. So Bernie Sanders decided to drop out because he didn't get enough votes nationwide collectively to beat and compete against Joe Biden. That was a little bit of a shocker, considering that Joe Biden won Michigan. When Bernie Sanders went against Hillary Clinton, he actually beat Hillary Clinton in for Michigan. A lot of the states have been going with Joe Biden. I believe it's because the previous administration he was with, which was with President Obama. So he has a little upper hand on that part. So also today, Snuggles and her friends came up with a question in their little group chat. So we're going to share it amongst you guys to see what your response would be. I definitely got a response. So she's going to ask this question, and we're going to start it off.
So this question actually came from Sonia. Shout out to Sonia. She always supports our videos, and she always makes a comment. So Sonia, we love you. So the question was, if you saw your mate leaving out of a hotel with his or her side piece, but you were also entering the hotel with your side piece, what would be your reaction? So you guys are coming like this. What's your first reaction?
I know this chick ain't cheating on me.
Why you cheating?
It wouldn't matter. I know this chick ain't cheating on me. See, you would know, in a normal person's head, you thinking that at least somebody got to be innocent in the situation.
Two could play that game.
So, speaking of Two could play that game, we watched that movie the other night.
Yeah, that was good. Yesterday.
That's fascinating because I've never really been in that situation. But I know a lot of things have been playing in my mind, like, ain't this something? Just thinking when you thinking that the other mate been playing the innocent role the whole time and they haven't. So that in the back of your mind, you trying to figure out who's been cheating the longest.
But so that would be your initial reaction, like when you see them walking up and you guys are walking up.
I'm going to say, I know this chick.
You gonna say that to who?
I'm gonna say it out loud.
To her?
To both of them. Him and her. I know this chick ain't cheating on me.
So that's it.
For the camera, yeah.
Well, for me, the first reaction for me, I guess, when I walk up, I'm going to be surprised. I'm going to be shocked. Because first of all, we have planned, and this is a far-out hotel. So what would make you come all the way out here to this hotel? So my first, like I said, I'll be shocked. I'll be like,
shocked why?
Because I'm caught. It ain't more so him being caught. It's more so me being caught. So my first reaction literally would be, and then I'll take a deep breath, click in, and I'll say, I'll be like, hey, what y'all doing here?
The same thing y'all just did. We'll talk about this later. Because you just had your fun coming out, so I might as well go have my fun coming out.
Going in.
Yeah, going in. So
and I'll just be like, all right, well, call me later. Have fun. Me being me,
I'll be ready to dip.
You'll be ready to dip it and mess up your whole mood.
No, I'm gonna perceive what I'm gonna do, but I'll be ready to pack my stuff up and leave.
See, it'll make me flip out at home.
Why?
But during the initial us meeting up, I won't flip. I literally will trick everybody because people think, oh, she gonna blow up, she'll do this, she'll do that. No, I'm a lady. All I'm gonna do is, okay, hey, exactly. All right, see y'all later, have fun, enjoy. Exactly.
And I'm still gonna say, I know this chick ain't cheating on me, but I'm still gonna perceive what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on about my business and continue on with my date.
Because somewhere in the mind, one of the others always thinking that the other person is doing something not as bad as the other. It always weird when they both catch each other So now they're trying to figure out who's been cheating the longest.
But you see, you don't think about that while
You
you're
don't.
meeting that, when you see that person.
You don't. But that's definitely something in your mind as you driving back home after you get done.
Now, let me switch it up just a tad bit. If I see my mate coming out the hotel room with another woman, and let's say I'm picking somebody up, or me and my girls had like a slumber party, I'm just making up an example where you might see me flip then. Because see, now I'm not in the wrong.
Is that right?
Yeah, now you don't have any proof that I did anything wrong. Because I'm with my girls, or...
At that very moment, maybe not.
What you mean? No, I'm saying literally, like, if I haven't done anything, and you come out the room, the hotel or motel, whatever, you coming out with someone, but me and my girls are like walking in, or we might be taking one of their kids to the pool or something like that. Let's just say like I'm innocent in it, but he's not, and I see you coming in or out with a girl. Oh, it's on now.
Oh, you gonna cause a scene?
It's on now. I'm causing a scene. We're getting locked up. It's going down. It's going down now because I ain't do nothing wrong. I'm here taking the little kids to go swim.
I'm gonna step back because I'm just gonna step back. I'm gonna be like, I don't even know what's going on. This is my compadre.
You don't know what's going on.
Yeah, exactly.
So what you doing at the hotel with a woman?
I came over here to see you.
You ain't know I was gonna be here because I ain't know I was gonna be here.
It's a surprise.
No, it ain't no surprise. Do anybody know? Was anybody in on this surprise? Who told him our location? Nobody? It's on.
Driving and I just so happened to see you.
It's car. On. I ain't drive.
Okay, I so happened to see you. It was time for me to go use the bathroom or something. And I just perhaps seen you at the main lobby.
So what are you doing in here?
Using the bathroom.
So you came all the way to this hotel to go to the bathroom?
It's the only one that's suitable to be used.
Men are horrible when it comes to lies. Y'all need to stop. Just give it up.
Because women are so good when it comes to lies and cheating. They're very good snakes.
We are.
They keep the same schedule.
Mm-hmm. Don't switch routine. Nothing up.
Everything stays the same.
Yep.
See, I'm going to tell you the reason why a lot of men get caught up in the cheating mode.
Stupid.
It's not even the stupid mode.
Y'all stupid.
Because the other woman, you have to go off the other woman's time. So if her time is outside of that schedule of her normal doing, then you have to wait till she get it okay. So now you got to figure out a way to come back and combat what's going on.
Too much. Y'all do
Women
too
are
much.
they just good at look, man. They're very good little sneaky little snakes
and the key. Look at me giving advice. The key is not to think too hard in it. Y'all think too hard in it. Men literally gotta plan it out and say, okay, well, my wife go to work
because we gotta plan around the other person's schedule.
The other person should be planning around your schedule.
But she might have a mate too, so it's like
so what? You don't care about her mate.
That's
just like when you get caught, she ain't gonna care about yours. Next question.
Just saying.
Oh, here go. What do you look for in choosing a mate, a real mate? Not no fly-by day and fly-by-night. Not no chick you can just take to the motel and get caught walking out. A real mate. Like, what do you look for in a woman?
Person, that person only will have some type of characteristics, yes?
If it's only the looks, because that's the first thing you see when you meet someone.
Right, that's what
their
everybody
looks.
sees, right? You gotta find something that's attractive, that's gonna attract you to that person.
You gotta get to know them to consider them as a mate. When you first meet somebody, they're not considered a mate when you first meet them.
Okay.
It's just right now, you're just somebody that I'm getting to know. Then later on, I might take you to the friendship part of the relationship.
Okay.
And then we'll work our way up to being mates or being in a relationship or possibly being married one day. So what do you look forward to in someone, a mate?
Well, me personally, I only have one rule. I stick by the same rule. I want a person to be themselves at all given times. I do know that at the beginning stage, a lot of people put on the front. Everybody's on their best behavior, which is you're supposed to do those things because you are trying to attract.
Was I trying to be on my best behavior?
Yep.
Because I was going to say, I've been raw cut since the very beginning.
You're trying to be on her best behavior.
Like what?
So, me personally, if a person's like themselves, everything else will go way smoother. Like I know on camera I might seem like hyper and energetic, but I'm a really laid back person, and that's always been me. But if the female is 9 times out of 10 could be herself, to me everything else, I would collect everything else. You know, someone that's not too ratchet. You know what I'm saying?
You got your nerve.
You know, I do like a little ratchetness, but you know, not too conservative and all uptight. Like I don't.
That's me.
Like I like.
I'm uptight.
And no, she ain't.
I'm uptight. I remember one time. This is off the subject, but one time we were going to meet his buddy and his girlfriend for Top Golf. This fool told me, try not to act too bougie. And when he told me that, you know, he laughed it off like that. But it really hurt me like, dang. Like, it really hit me like, try not to act too bougie. This is who I am. Either you're going to deal with it or you're not. And I'm definitely not going to change up who I am and how I act because of your friend. You want me to lower who I am to mix and mingle with your group of friends or whoever?
That's absolutely not what I was saying.
He said, try not to act too bougie.
She's very bougie. And I was just saying, let loose when we go into Top Golf. You know, she's very precise on things as she enters the building, wherever we go. So I was just saying, like, just, you know, lay back.
He means I don't like ghetto places.
You know, so, you know.
I'm not going to a club or a bar where they just ratchet.
You know, she's not, you know, that's not really her element. But I didn't take her to that type of element. It was just.
Right, it was Top Golf
it was just like,
at MGM Casino.
Lay back.
So therefore, he didn't even have to give that statement before we walked in. He didn't have to tell me that because I'm at the casino. This is my element. I love the casino.
Long story short, we had a great time.
We did have a great time, but the whole time I'm chilling, I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, am I being too bougie? I don't want to, you know. And it's like, dang, that really stuck with me. And that was a while ago.
She don't let things
That was over a year ago, probably.
She don't let things go.
It ain't that I don't let things go, but.
And it wasn't that serious.
It wasn't that serious to him.
All I said was,
that's just,
don't be so bougie, you know, because, you know, when she go in certain places and if that vibe of that certain place rub her the wrong way, it messes up her whole energy. So it was just like, for one, this is our first time going to Top Golf. And this is the indoor Top Golf. This is not the outside Top Golf. We're going indoors. So I was like, you know
why? Why?
You know, I can't even give her a heads up on anything, you know.
That wasn't giving me a heads up. Once again, I was in my comfort zone. I love the casinos, so you didn't have to give me a heads up to not be bougie because I guess y'all are ghetto, and you wanted me to mix in with you and your friend that was there. You wanted me, I guess, to fit in perfectly with them. Like, I didn't understand it.
I don't understand that. Like, how are we ghetto?
How am I bougie when I'm walking inside of MGM Casino to play Top Golf? What am I supposed to do? What made me bougie?
You off subject. Go back to the subject that we was talking about.
Ghetto. What do you look for in choosing a mate? What I look for in choosing a mate is someone that's God-fearing, family-oriented. If he don't mix and mingle with his family and his mom, dad, sisters, brothers, cousins, that's a red flag. Because family is everything to me because I'm around my family constantly. This shutdown right now is driving me crazy. Literally. I cannot wait until it's over. I am throwing a big barbecue bash, birthday celebration, everything all in one. It's driving me crazy. I do want someone that pretty much has the same goals in life as me. I also would love someone that financially stable. Not saying that he has to be rich, but I do want him to freaking have some type of something in his bank account so that, you know, we can travel. We can go out, spend time with each other, work on business ideas together, and just, you know, enjoy life together. And when you broke and ain't got 2 pennies to rub together, it's hard to do that. What else do I look forward to? I just really want somebody that's on the same level as me, like ready to just enjoy life and travel. This situation that's going on now has opened up my eyes so wide that now I literally see that You know, everybody always says tomorrow is not promised, but now I literally see tomorrow is not promised. So therefore, I want to live it up. I want to live it up. I want to travel at least 2-3 times a month if I can, and just not worry about the things that we cannot fix, and just enjoy our life and just live. That's what I want. That to me, those are the main things I look forward to in a mate. Now I can go on and on with the list of things that I look forward to in a mate, or that I want in a mate. The list goes on and on, but that right there was just the top, a couple of them. You know what I'm saying? I want somebody that's faithful. I want somebody that loves me more than I love him. I want somebody that's not a liar. Someone that's honest, that's real. Someone that's bougie and ghetto at the same time, because I have my mix. I have my moments where I'm like, hey, we're in a sophisticated atmosphere. We need to act like we got some sense. And then also, I have my moments where it's like, hey, Cardi B. Or Megan Thee Stallion. That's my boo. I love her. You know, so we have our moments. So I want somebody that's on that level with me as well. Not saying that you got to be fake, but be real. Like me. I'm real. So I want somebody that's real just like me.
Sounds good.
That's all you can say after all of that. Sounds good. Okay. So we were sitting around thinking, and he had told me that a lot of marriages are on decline now. Like the marriage rate is at a decline now.
The study shows that 51% of marriages ends in divorce.
So that's more than half.
More than half.
I really didn't know anything about this, but you know, he knew, and I think that's why
the subject came up. Trying to figure out why or what may be the reason.
I think I know.
Well, give your opinion to the folks.
I think because me and our dogs.
Ain't that something?
You guys are cheaters. You
Ain't
lie. See, back in the day, they said like a lot of marriage problems all came from like, it started off, the number one thing was like finances. Like marriages were failing because of like money. Now I think it's more so a lot of cheating.
From both sides.
I didn't say who it was.
Mm-hmm.
I just said a lot of cheating. Mm-hmm. And people nowadays, to me personally, this is my personal opinion, don't stone me to death, but I think that a lot of people get married just to say they're married. A lot of people are so excited and ready to get married that they just literally marry anybody, and then they're not compatible with that person for real. And you get to know them once time passes, and then you realize like, we don't got nothing in common. I don't want to be married anymore. And then they divorce. People are not quick to counsel and like really talk and sit down and work it out anymore. Also, a lot of people are quick to get a divorce. I remember growing up, I used to hear people talk. Divorce was like unheard of at some point. Like people was like, we ain't getting no divorce. He may have been out here cheating, or she may have been out here cheating, but we're going to keep this within the family. We're going to talk, we're going to work it out, and we're going to stick together.
Right. So,
but nowadays people are like, psh, he takes another girl, I am out.
Right. So, but you still got to look at that also, because even though even though the younger people always go back to saying the older days, and then you hear older people talk about the older days. And what I have learned is about the older days is that a lot of women at that time period didn't want to leave their husband, because a lot of them was housewives. So it was like, okay, if I leave my husband, where am I going to go?
With these kids.
Where's my finance going to come from? Mm-hmm. Because you gotta remember at the time, a lot, the child support and all that wasn't even a big issue at the time. So a lot of this was, if my husband leaves, what are we going to do? And then you got to fast forward to where, okay, now I have finances. Do I really want to break up my family? So a lot of people stay married just for the simple fact of trying to keep the family together. And then once the kids is gone,
not even trying to keep the family together. A lot of people back then stayed married because the woman wasn't gonna leave.
Okay,
like you said,
right.
She didn't have finances. She might have had 4 or 5 kids, and she didn't have nowhere to go. She didn't take care of them. And another thing I realized is also back in the day, when you have a problem with your husband, you can't run to your mama house and spend the night over there, or you better go back home to your husband. You better get back home.
Well, that's true. So, and that's the thing is that now people, as a whole, have more rights.
We're independent women, and we have options.
And you have more tools.
And we don't have to deal
handset.
with these
dirty
dogs dogging us
anymore. You have more options.
Therefore,
so that way you
all
don't
we
have to
do
worry about
is
staying
go get us an apartment.
In one location. And that's the thing. Just like now, she's talking over me.
Yeah.
But the thing is that I put it like this. I won't say everybody gets in marriage for the wrong things. I do believe a lot of people. I do believe that some people get married and they have all those values. Even when they go to counseling, the counselor may say, "Oh, y'all a perfect match," and then later on down the line, things just fade away. I won't say people don't try to work at it because, I mean, they may try to work at it, but it's just not common ground anymore. Some people draw apart, and that bond that they once had is no longer there.
But why? That bond
I guess that would depend on the subject.
That bond that you make when you get married is supposed to be unbreakable.
But nothing is unbreakable in this world.
So therefore, you are supposed to stick with your mate, your husband or wife. But through anything,
right? So marriage today is more like a business contract.
Marriage today is fake.
It's a business contract. Everybody looking for a business partner.
Or that's what guys are proposing because all of their friends are married and they don't want to be the last one in the group to not be married.
Well, I won't say that's true.
Well, I know a personal experience. That's why I said it.
But I think,
he literally proposed to his girlfriend,
or some of them proposed,
because everybody else was married, and he felt like he was getting older. Which he's only in his early 30s. He's getting older, so he wanted to have a wife because everybody else got one.
Right, and then some people propose because they hear their woman saying marriage, so they feel like, all right, if I give her this ring, it will hush her up, and things will move forward. So some people get married for the right thing, some people don't. But I think in the midst of the marriage, those things that they could probably talk about when they were couples, it's hard to talk about once they're married. And I may come to the standpoint of being with one solo person. This is the person you got to be with for the rest of your life. This is the person that you got to counsel with, have conversations with. And some people don't know how to keep that in-house. A lot of people like to take their business outside of the house. And now all your business is spread. Everybody know your business. And now you got everybody giving their own opinion about what you should do with your marriage, which makes it chaos. So I don't think that marriages are all going in for the wrong reasons. I just think that a lot of people sometimes fall apart, and some people can't get that bond back what they had when they was with a person. Like we had like we had back in a few episodes ago. Some people been together for years. They get married, and it don't work. So it's like, what's the difference that happened when we was all together all them years, and now we married, and divorce is now our final departure. Because I told you,
it's like because some people get comfortable
or some people get comfortable in their marriage too.
That's what I'm saying. Like once she get her husband and he gets his wife, things change, and then they get comfortable. He might become controlling now because now he feels like, you're mine, I own you, you're my wife. And she might get comfortable because it's like, well, I'm married now, sure, I don't gotta do my hair, I don't gotta lose weight, I ain't gotta cook no more every single day because I got him.
Right, you may have him or you may have her, but now you guys gotta keep the relationship interesting at all times. And sometimes I know a lot of people say date nights. Date nights are cool.
You have to
date
keep
nights
dating.
Date nights are cool, but if all you guys are doing are date nights and you come back home doing the same thing and nothing really changes, it's like you have to find a way to put a spark in your relationship.
Yeah, and I actually think date nights are really, really important. I got a friend. My friend Ashley, shout out to Ash, but her and her husband do date night. Well, when we were working, because we're off now, but when we were working, they were doing date night once a week. And I remember we used to call and be like, Ash, let's hang out. Let's do this. She'd be like, oh, no, we're having date night. And I'm like, oh, wow, that's so dope. To see a couple, they're married. I think, I don't want to say the wrong number, but I think they've been married for like 6 years or so. But they dated way longer than that. But anyways, the fact that they are still having date nights every week, it is amazing, because when you get with that person, when you're dating them, when you're in a relationship or when you're married, you still want to make time for a date night. That means a lot to us women. I don't think it means much to some men, because I think it means a lot to Ashley's husband as well, because he looked forward to it. He'll tell her in a minute, like, don't forget, we're going here for date night. And I'm just like, that's so dope. But it means a lot. And it's a small little gesture you never know, like, what that could do for us in that moment. We could be having a terrible day at home or a terrible day at work, but just to know that, tonight is date night. And date night don't mean you got to go out somewhere. Date night could be chilling on the couch, watching a movie that you guys have never seen before. If you drink, have a drink, grab dinner, cook dinner together. Like, that could be considered date night.
But don't use it as a Band-Aid.
It's definitely, no.
Don't use it as a Band-Aid.
It doesn't cover up, but it's a step to try to help. And therapy is not for everybody. Sometimes I tried therapy before when I was in a relationship, my past relationship. Therapy didn't work. It won't work unless both people are open to it. So there's plenty things that you can do to spice up your relationship, if that's where you want to be. And if that's not where you want to be, my personal opinion, get on. Like, life is too short to be with someone that you don't want to be with, or you're miserable. Every time you wake up, you look at them like, ugh. If you don't want to be there, get on. Go. Same advice I would give my son. It's plenty more fish in the sea. Go. Don't stick nowhere when you don't want to be, because you're going to forever be miserable. And if you're not happy, there's no way you can make somebody else happy. And that's just the bottom line when it comes to that. So, what are some of the things that you guys are doing? Please comment in the description box. What are some of the things that you guys are doing? Or not in the description box, but the comment section. Let us know. What are you doing to not cut each other's throat off? Because at this point, he's driving me crazy.
She's driving me insane.
Oh, come on. Be real.
Facts.
So, like, what I do sometimes when he get on my nerves, I go upstairs. Because I know he hate going upstairs because we got the blackout curtains, and it's always dark.
And I need the sunlight.
He likes the sunlight.
It's nothing like the sunlight for me. I don't like being cooped up in the room. Because I'm always gone. I'm always trying to find something to do and get outside. And
all I like to do is sleep.
Is really driving me insane. But the news have stated that, domestic violence is up since quarantine. One thing I did notice is that when you do the calculations for people that work, including if you got kids, you are with your mate throughout the day for, let's say, a minimum of 4 to 5 hours out of the day. The rest of your time is spent at work, picking up your kids, running errands, and then by the time you get done, when the house settles down, you are with your mate for about a good minimum of 4 hours, and then you have sleep time. Now everybody's quarantined in, you're with your mate 24 hours. Not one day, not 2 days. You're working on a 30-day or longer stretch of being in the same house with the same person. And you guys are not really used to being with each other that much. So it causes issues, and things happen. I hope nobody's out there, having domestic violence.
Do not beat your partner.
Please don't. But
if it get that bad, y'all, throw a mask on and get in your car and drive. Just go for a drive. Go for a walk.
Cool down.
Everything
settled down to where you guys can come to the table, have a talk, or maybe sleep off the day.
That's what I was about to say.
In the morning.
Sometimes it's not even good to have a talk in the same day because you might still be. So just sleep it off.
Breathe. If you notice that they trying to go out the room or leave the house, get some kind of let them breathe. You know, you ain't gotta be all.
I'll be like, where you going?
See, you doing all that. And
Where you think you about to go?
Throwing fuel to the fire. It ain't even necessary.
I'm so petty.
So I think everybody need to figure out something to where you can kind of get some breathing room. And maybe you guys need to do what we do. Some days she'll be upstairs for hours and I'll be downstairs for hours, working, trying to get new designs and everything for you guys, shirts and everything. Eyelashes is coming, things of that sort, and then maybe later on in that day, in that time period, we'll come together and watch TV or talk and chill for a little bit. But I think it's very important to try to find time for yourselves during this quarantine moment, because us being together for this long is unusual. It's unusual.
Yeah. And another thing that helps with me is FaceTiming my friends. When I FaceTime you, you better answer. Reason being, it's nothing more that you could be doing that's more important than talking to me when I FaceTime you.
FaceTime a lot.
That's one. And it helps though. Like, you'll be missing your friends and your people that you're used to being around. And now that we can't really see eye to eye, I can still see eye to eye with you on FaceTime. So whenever I FaceTime you, answer, because I could be almost cutting his throat off. And you could save him by answering a FaceTime. So I think that it's really, really important that you reach out to your friends and text and just check on them and see how they're doing. A lot of people may not want to talk during this time. A lot of people just want to stick to themselves and just relax and enjoy this moment. And some people freaking out, some people scared, some people worried.
They are seeing a lot of people are now picking up the phones and talking more.
More, yeah.
Me, I'm still sending texts. I never really been a phone person. Actually, I never really been a communicator because I don't really like talking as much. So. I'll send a text and check up on a few people, but her on the other hand, she would literally FaceTime me while she's upstairs and I'm downstairs, which I understand.
I'll FaceTime him and I'll be like, "What you doing?"
Exactly, and I'll just her and my kids is the only ones I FaceTime. That's it. The fellas and all that, we don't really FaceTime. We pretty much text or call, but her, she'll I guarantee you, if she wanted to be petty, she'd be in the kitchen and FaceTime me right now, just for the heck of it. But sometimes that do bring laughter,
and it's fun. I'll be like, "Can you bring me a water?" And he'll come upstairs and bring me a water. And I'll be like, "Thank you."
I'm gonna throw a fit though.
No, you don't do it in my face.
No, I don't. But as I'm getting up, like, she could have came down here and got this. I'm watching something real good. I got this idea. But I'll still get up and give her this water.
We watching nothing but Netflix.
Netflix been good lately. Tiger King was very interesting. Go from talking about animals to a whole murder case, and it's just
I couldn't get into it. And he had 2 husbands.
Yeah, 2 husbands, and then the doc had 4 wives. And then you had another lady that had a new husband, and she fed the other one to allegedly. The other ones to the tiger.
So overall, would you recommend they watch Tiger King?
Exactly. If you got some time, watch
Absolutely.
Tiger King. Because you would be sitting there looking like, oh, there's some nice tigers, and then out of nowhere, Joe Exotic is now talking about doing something to Curl. Yeah, it's just something else. You guys check it out, though. Just check it out.
I didn't watch it because it was kind of dumb to me. I watched a little bit of it, and
what's crazy is she said, "Let's watch this together."
Because for one, I thought it was just one movie. I didn't know that it was different episodes, like a series. I didn't know that. And when I wanted to watch it, we put it on preview on Netflix, and he was like, "Nah, that looks stupid." So we didn't look back at it. So then last night or 2 nights ago, he like, "Oh, I'm like, oh, so you watching it now?" Like somebody must have told him to watch it.
It got so much news spread from TMZ to the actual news to social media. It was actually number 1 in the United States. Mm-hmm. For quite a long, at least a week and a half, quite a period of time. So it was I just had to check it out. And it was very good, very good.
Okay.
So Exotic ain't never getting out though. I'll tell you that.
You think
he got 22 years? That guy ain't getting out. I think that's too much time, but...
Well, don't ruin it for everybody that might not have watched it.
Yeah. So you guys check that out, then, comment in the comment box and let us know what you guys think about it. But until then, you guys come back and check us in for another episode. Peace.
Don't forget, everybody, to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know how we're doing on our channel. And we'll see you back with another episode.
Deuce.